Hi everyone! In this video I'm going to start a large project and it will be a buggy from Playerunknown's Battlegrounds. The budget is limited, suspension and the rest parts will be made of used spare parts, the engine will be low powered. Frame is the most important thing, and what attached implements would be on it, that's the last thing to worry about, as it is always possible to change all this and put normal units. More about each detail I'll tell in other parts, and in this one I'll tell about the frame. Lucky to find a 3D model on this buggy in the internet, and it is well detailed, and this source will help me a lot. Also, I made at least some sort of schemes. All the sides are adapted to the size of standard wheels, which are easy to find, and their diameter together with tires and average is always 60 centimeters. The frame will be welded from 36 millimeters tube in diameter. I began to weld the frame from the lower part. First I wanted to make a jig, but it would complicate the production and take much time. I can say in advance that everything went well even without it, especially as it is a unique model. The first stage of frame production will take place on the table. First of all, I made the front part of the bottom. I sewed lateral tubes and sliced the bridges. For better joining, all the ends will be treated with grinding machine. Before the welding, I found the middle on the table and outlined it. It'll help to customize details and the frame will be smooth. Also, for everything to work correctly, we need to find the middle on the bridges too. While laying out the tubes, I combined all marks and sizes. And here you can see at last for what purpose these marks were done. The side tubes should be bent by several degrees near the central bridge. For this you don't need some extra accurate schemes with degrees. I just cut them and bent adjusting to the bridges. All joints I put on task. If we weld everything at once, the carcass will be deflected, so you must not do it immediately. I removed the frame along the central axis to free some space for the rear, and which would have a small step from the 0 point, approximately 5 centimeters. As the step will serve two bars 25 mm each. The welding of the details was produced by an arc welding with the usual electrode model MR3. You can find photo of it in my Instagram. Further goes an interesting detail of the rear part, which will be bent without using a pipe bender. It will also simplify and accelerate the frame production. Every 1.5 centimeters I made a saw cut about 60.70% of the tube's diameter. The diameter of the cutter wheel was 1 millimeter. Such kind of bend is made in two steps. After the first saw cut, the tube was bent up to the stop. Then again was sewed in all places and bent again. After the final adjustment, everything is being welded. That's how you can get almost any bend of the pipe. We need to make one more small bend to center. The pipes became slightly deflected, but they can be bent as everything is made on tacks. Also, I welded these details with a stock for further joining. The base is done, now the frame will go up. I have no inclinometer, so all the angles was done with a set square. In some places I made the pipe join in a place binding by the sizes. First I saw one pipe at an angle that another one according to the previous. It is convenient to measure the details according to the central marks so they wouldn't go off the assigned position during the welding. Further construction of the frame will take place on the racks. To make another interesting detail, I welded 2 racks to the frame, leveled them with a set square. On this detail there will be 2 bands, which I also made using cuts in several steps. After the bend, the details fitted the frame perfectly at once. Now there's only left to cut the racks for it, which I initially made with a reserve. I was thinking to bend the rear racks of the cab by just cutting a segment, but at last it turned out much easier to cut it off and weld again in desired position. I aligned 2 racks with the same set square and ruler. Further I moved to the racks of the cabin. I bent the pipe and a little mistake with the size, so I had to weld a small piece of pipe. I measured the arc centers and welded bridges to them. After this, the arcs diverged a little and I had to constrict them with a rope and welded another pipe. From the bottom of the frame till the cap post here goes a reinforcement. I measured this length without a scheme and welded the pipe in place. The front part of the frame and concurrently a bumper is made of 4 pipe details. With this part I've had to work hard to join everything tight and still got a hole in one place which I welded up safely. Then I took the tube a size smaller and made the handles from it for the second passenger, which I situated on the can posts. They serve not only as handles but also give a stiffening effect to a frame. After this, I welded the whole frame. There's only left to weld a couple of intensifier tubes, but I'll make it after I put buggy on wheels. After the welding, I substituted the wheels and it's already possible to discuss of the future sizes. It's look very cool in my opinion and is extremely similar to the frame from the game. At this stage the video is going to the end. Thanks for your views and support. Subscribe to the channel, support with likes, and see you in the next video.